Every person in here has been a child, face it. We all grew up. Chances are every one of you in here has seen a child. And today, I'm going to tell you why, when a little kid asks you, is Santa real, to tell them absolutely not. First of all, what's the big deal anyway? Santa's just a jolly tradition, right? I mean, it can possibly have no harm on a little kid. Well, face it, we've got a guy who on a day where we're supposed to celebrate our Savior is wrecking this guy's shit and taking all the credit. Another thing about Santa is, a lot of kids, they're just using it as some kind of god that they want to worship. That man's going to get me presents. But let's face it, parents are kind of to blame at this too. Parents are the ones that encourage kids to believe in Santa. We enforce this belief as almost a religion to them. They will write to Santa, what do I want for Christmas? And parents tend to use this as a form of discipline to get their children to behave in line. Santa's watching you 24/7, 365 days a week, a year, 7 days a week. Let's face the biggest problem here. Santa is a blatant lie. We can all attest to the fact that he is not real. So why would we lie to little kids? And as they age, parents tend to just lie even more. The lies get more elaborate. Is that the real Santa at the mall? No, he's just part of a collective network of Santas that all report back to the main Santa. Once they come to this realization, when you enforce this belief upon your child that they so heartedly believe, and then you tell them, I've been lying to you this entire time, or they find that out from their peers, they're going to be skeptical. They're going to be wondering, what else are you lying about? And why do we need to raise these innocent children to be lied to in a society that's already becoming so corrupt? This goes back to the original point about parents. The main reason people lie about Santa is to get children to perform in the desired ways possible. That's to get them to behave well throughout the rest of the year, reinforce this with presents, but they're doing it in a way that teaches kids to be subjected to lies, which will eventually raise them into a society where they are more likely to be manipulated by others who have those certain skill assets. Other people might think that imagination stems from Santa Claus. The hypothetical, what situations, how do the reindeers fly across the globe one night to deliver presents to everyone? How do the elves put together all these toys for all the little kids? How do they make an iPad? I don't know. That's what people think creates their creativity, but it's not entirely true. To pretend something exists requires you to believe that it does not exist. While they're full-heartedly believing in Santa, that doesn't mean they're pretending. They're not imagining. They are believing. They think that this is real, and that's wrong to stimulate false beliefs into a child. Tricking them hinders what they can pretend, what they can create, what their imagination can possibly inbound to new traditions that are actually helpful to society. What possible solutions do we have to the Santa myth? Well, there are a few things we can do. You can encourage fantasy play, and not only your child that you may have in the future, but children that you know around your community. Such things include imaginary friends, or stimulating cartoon shows that they know aren't real, so they don't believe in their existence, but they can still create creative ideas from their observance. When all of this is said and done, if you still think that it is a good idea when a child asks you, is Santa real? You should answer no, because the thing is, if you let them continue this belief, this false hope, this thing that isn't real, chances are they're going to make you tick in the future if you keep preaching about St. Nick.